Hey Exiles, Talkative Try here on April 1st, and we have a surprise Path of Exile 2 patch coming out later today at the end of the day. I actually have the patch notes right here, and it is just insane. 0.5 is way bigger than I thought it would be, even though Grinding Gear Games called it a pretty huge update, and that is a quote. This is unexpected. So in this video, we're going to go through the patch notes. I think I might be the very first person to actually have access to them. I was sent them via hyperdrive. I don't even know if they're posted on the actual website yet, but I have them right here. So content update 050, Path of Exile to the belly of the beast. Okay, let's take a look at this right here. Let's zoom on in. First up, we have the Sceptre of God League. Starting a fresh new economy with the Sceptre of God League. That's a place in Path of Exile 1. That's where Dominus is in Act 3. All of your old characters from early access till present. Okay, in the Sceptre of God League, you will find keys to the legendary Sceptre of God throughout Rayclast. The Sceptre of God lay dormant for 20 years after the death of High Templar Dominus, but now a new mysterious evil has taken hold of the massive tower, populating it with the most deadly denizens across the dark shores of Rayclast and beyond. Like beyond as in beyond, with the beyond demons, or like the Atlas maybe. Find keys to the tower and its wings. Enter them and engage in a boss gauntlet in every room and on every floor, culminating in an epic encounter with the new master of the Sceptre of God, whose abilities have nearly infinite possibilities. That sounds freaking crazy. Pit yourself against other exiles with the Sceptre of God leaderboard in Path of Exile 2? What? Available in-game. Oh my gosh. And it's not out of game. It's not a browser. It marks down your record of boss kills, time in the tower, special items found, wings cleared, final boss variations downed, and more, allowing you to compare your characters to each other and to your friends. The tower grants a variety of brand new rewards like what, and hosts a ton of new mechanics and bosses. We'll leave them for you to find on launch day. Dude, that's exactly what I want GGG to do. And beyond, alongside many other new things we have in store. Oh boy, this is good. They're a standard hardcore SSF. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that was the first thing, but it's called the Belly of the Beast, so I think there's gonna be some new stuff in here. There it is, new content and features. Added Act 5, Oriath. Added Act 6, the Beast. Dude, we know Act 5 is supposed to be Oriath, but Act 6 being the Beast is something that we've talked about for years at this point. I really think that Act 5 culminates with us entering the Beast, who has grown to monstrous proportions, and kind of doing a repeat of Act 4 and PoE 1 to a grand scale, kind of descending into the hells. I feel like they're going to try to upstage the Diablo games in their own version of hell, which will be, as the content patch is called, the Belly of the Beast. Okay, all right, that's crazy. Act 5, Act 6. I didn't expect that at 0.5. Next up, added a new playable character class, the Gunslinger. Whoa, wait, what? Added the new Engineer and Sniper Ascendancy classes for the Gunslinger? Dude, like Engineer from Guild Wars 2 and a freaking Sniper? Like, oh, that's gonna be sick. So, Zoja, are you getting sick? Don't get sick. We don't want to get sick. That's pretty cool. I can't believe they're adding another ranged class instead of adding the melee classes. That's crazy. They just want to get melee right. Guys. They're adding another ranged class. All right, let's see. Added over 27 new skills, primarily pistol and turret skills. It is like the Guild Wars 2 Engineer. Oh, added the Martial Artist Ascendancy class for the Monk. That's big. That has been in the game files for a long time. I'm glad it's finally being added. I really loved open palm technique, or whatever, hollow palm technique, when it was first added. I played it in 0.3. Great play style. Hopefully this opens up new possibilities for unarmed fighting in PoE 2. Okay, added Anarchic Sweep, a chaos damage quarterstaff skill. Finally. They have the Acolyte of Chayula, but no chaos-based primary damaging skill. I'm guessing this is sort of like Ice Strike or Tempest Flurry, but we have no idea. Okay, added a campaign skip. Please see microtransaction updates to learn more. Well, I'm not a fan of that. What? Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to get to that, but campaign skip microtrip. I mean, there's no way. There's no way. I guess we'll get there eventually. All right, what's next? All right, this is the end of new content and features. Introduced the valuation deck, accessible by speaking with the new NPC Captain Lance in King's March. Is that okay, that's funny, GGG. This allows you to quickly check the current market price of items you find by comparing them to comparable items currently listed on the market or currency exchange. Price checker in game. That's so cool, especially for people who don't use Awaken Trade or whatever it's called in Path of Exile 2. I don't use that, but I as a trade person most of the time, I would like that. I would like that to quickly and accurately price my items, though I bet there's going to be a lot of abuse cases. Still very exciting. Fate of the Vaal as a core mechanic. Called it, guys. Called it. I said the temple would be going core. Let's see how they integrated it. The Fate of the Vaal mechanic has been added to the core game. You begin finding portals to the Vaal runes in Act 3 when introduced to Elva, so you can build your own temple. Okay, cool. All right, there's some more. Additionally, randomly generated Vaal temple seeds can be found in the endgame on the Atlas. Dude, that's an idea that I had. 6, so you can find a fully built out juiceable temple versus a tiny temple and the like. Increase the size of the Vaal temple grid to 18 by 18. What? No. Maybe I was gonna say maybe that's 8 by 8, but no. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. They should have shrunk the temple. That has to be a mistake. There's no way they increase the size of the temple. That doesn't make sense. Doubled the number of Queen Atziri's breasts from 4 to 8. Wait, what? Why would they do that? Okay, all right, whatever. Maybe Uber Atziri has 8 breasts, okay? Base currency can no longer drop in the Vaal temple? What? Oh, RIP Fub Gunners. Oh, no. You're not going to get currency in the temple. So what? Is the temple going to be for the Vaal? There you go. Increase the number of special Vaal currency drops from tier 3 rooms drastically. So the temples and niche thing will be all the corruption-focused items that you can get there alongside Queen Atziri's jewel and her armor and what? I assume tier 0 unique still drops from the temples. If there's no other changes, I mean, it's still going to, be able to pump that stuff out. Also, XP farming in the temple is pretty big, but that's kind of crazy that you can't get mirrors, divines, Unicorus locks, any of that stuff from the temple. That's a drastic change. Okay, that's it. General improvements, okay? Significant server improvements have been made. Grinding Your Games has purchased plots of land across 4 continents and build. That's a mistake. Whoever wrote that, stupid person. Just kidding, GGG. Brand new server warehouses with networks solely dedicated to Path of Exile 2. We expect this will improve performance across all realms. Okay, well, the European instability. There's an asterisk. We were unable to secure additional servers for the European realms. We expect to be able to purchase land here in time for 0.8, we estimate. Oh my, that's unfortunate. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I guess we're going to be more stable here in the US. That's nice. Okay, Ascendancy changes. Blood Mage removed from the game. All right. What are they replacing it with? Wait, that's the Ascendancy section? That's it? They're not I mean, they added 3 new Ascendancies, but they removed one. So it's a net gain of 2. We need more Ascendancy balance. That's kind of crazy. Sounds like somebody, maybe someone got lazy or ran out of time or something. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. My brother's going to be so upset. And that's the most played class currently in Path of Exile 2. Ascendancy class. Okay. Oh, this should be spicy. Overall item and passive tree changes. We've heard feedback on too much player power being locked behind gear. Dreamcore, big proponent of that. As a result, we've decided to remove certain modifiers from gear entirely or adjust how they are found on gear. Okay. Removed plus to gem levels from the mod pool. Wow, just across the board? Not on amulets? Not on freaking weapons? That's crazy. Oh, removed % movement speed from the mod pool. Added % movement speed as an implicit modifier to all boots except pure armor boot. Are you kidding me? Grinding Your Games? Okay. This implicit, scales with item level up to 35%. Okay, so just like the regular. I mean, armor users they're getting it. Remove the hidden movement speed penalty for wearing pure armor gear. Okay, that makes up a little bit. Added an explicit movement speed penalty for wearing pure armor gear. Okay, all right. Man, that's a bad decision. I mean, at least it's there now, but it just shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there. Maybe if the meaningful combat and everything was in the game and everybody wasn't blasting, but like this penalty that is hidden is kind of crazy on pure armor users. Okay. Added the pistol weapon class in over 18 base types. That's cool. Added 3 pistol wheels to the passive skill tree to the Merc Gunslinger area. Added 2 turret wheels to the passive skill tree to the Merc Gunslinger area. Added increased life percentage and flat life additions to numerous armor nodes on the passive skill tree. Okay, so we get some buffs there. Remove the Chaos Inoculation keystone from the passive skill tree. Oh. That's gonna upset some people. Oh my goodness. WGGG. Removed all trigger gems, associated items, tags, and passives from the game. You're gonna get some heat, but that removes a lot of the vomit. At least maybe they're taking them out to redesign them so there's not as much skill spam and vomit across the screen. Maybe they'll return it in a better state, guys. But you know, this is for the best for now. Okay, wait a second. Streamer change. I didn't know Grinding Your Games had this power. Changed Grimro from a gacha creator back to an ARPG creator. Hey guys, Grimro here. I can't even do it. But I used to watch Grimro. He actually commented on one of my very first lore videos. It was very kind of him. Very kind. Him and Kitten Cat Noodle. First streamers to support me. Remove Darth microtransactions Abyss Mob cameo from the game due to DMCA claims. Oh, wow, DM. All right. Flagged Gazzy TV's account for minion abuse. Whoa. All right. Invited Young Wadok to ExileCon 2026 due to his Oscar-winning short film. Well-deserved there. Limited Talkative Tribe's maximum account playtime to 10 hours per league. This is a buff. Well, I guess that leaves even more time to yap in videos and podcasts. All right. Sponsored new YouTuber Chris Wilson for a 24-hour Path of Exile to the Belly of the Beast stream. Please, Grinding Your Games, this is very serious. You should totally try to get Chris Wilson to stream Path of Exile 2. Oh my goodness, it would be amazing. But it also probably wouldn't be the best idea. But he just did make a Diablo video. Oh, he should make a Path of Exile playthrough or a Path of Exile 2 playthrough. I would watch that. I would watch that so hard. Would you watch that? Leave a comment below if you would watch that. Switched Wolf Form's voiceover to instead be Jazzarus. All right. I'm okay with that, actually. Okay. Swapped Rax's hoodie color from blue to strawberry red. I think he'd look pretty good in bright red. Added unarmed as a possible skill option on Schwingy's build roulette wheel. Heck yeah. Okay. Grinding Your Games kind of knows what's up. Hey, who said Grinding Your Games doesn't pay attention to community feedback, all right, and what the community wants? I want this. I want to see an unarmed playthrough, Schwingy, all right? Set Arrow's walking pad speed to 10 miles per hour. Oh, whoa, no way. No way is going to keep doing these PoE1 streamathons with that. That's wild. Added Frosty LaRue's Diablo 4 songs as music options in the Hideout Music Box MTX. That's good. You should definitely purchase that. That's pretty sick. Increased health of white mobs on Connor Converse's client by 25,000%. Connor, I think you might have to combo down a couple more normal monsters now. That's unfortunate. I didn't know they had that power. That's kind of crazy. Okay, we got some more stuff. These patch notes. Wow, this patch, these are long patch notes. Okay, we're almost done, I think. Yeah, we're almost done. Okay, user interface changes. Added a passive tree planner to the passive tree. This allows you to pre-plan your route or import pre-planned routes using a .pt file. Well, that's original, .passive tree file. That's awesome. That has been promised in-game forever. I'm glad 0.5 is going to bring it. Added an instant replay feature only available on death. It plays the final 10 seconds leading up to your death and can be downloaded as an MP4 to submit to your favorite clip channel. Oh, okay. All right. I'll take this. If we're not getting a death recap yet, I think this, having a resurrect at checkpoint, resurrect in town, see death recap, or see instant replay of death click, that I imagine that's what it looks like. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, slightly increase the size of the microtransaction shop icon. Okay, GGG, this is the type of stuff you should not put in the patch notes. That's actually crazy. Added Sindarin Elvish language variations to skill video voiceover. Wow, I didn't know Eben could speak Sindarin Elvish. That's pretty crazy. I mean, he is from New Zealand, so I guess maybe it's not that crazy. Okay, MTX updates. Okay. Added a new stash tab for Abyss items. Finally added a new stash tab for tablets. Okay. And added a new microtransaction category, convenience. Convenience items are not pay to win. They are purchasable microtransactions players have been asking about for years, designed to help people play the part of the game they would like to play faster. Okay, I don't like where this is going. Added a Sceptre of God League campaign skip convenience microtransaction for 6,900 points. That's like 69 bucks. It unlocks the campaign skip button in a league once you have beat the campaign with a single character. Note, you must purchase this again in future leagues. The Sceptre of God campaign skip is only valid for Sceptre of God League characters. I mean, are you going to buy it? I'm not going to buy it. I'll play the campaign. I also don't make tons of characters, but I'm just going to play the campaign. Not a fan of that. Don't like it in Guild Wars 2. Don't like it in other games that I've played. No. I just like to play the game the way the game is designed. Like these pay-for-convenience things. Even the stuff that's in the supporter pack, sometimes I'm like, I wish it was just in the game. Okay, and added a voice to the Triceratops pet MTX. All right, well, that's kind of cool. So he's a talkative Triceratops now. Okay, cool. This patch will be live at the end of today, April Fool's Day. These microtransactions are available immediately. Thank you for your support. And everybody, of course, yes, this was an April Fool's Day video. I sat down spur of the moment and thought, okay, you know what? I know how to do HTML. Let's just mock something up. Let's have some fun. I wrote all these up. Had a little bit of a fun time, put in some stuff that I thought would be really cool additions to the game, put in some stuff I thought would be terrible additions to Path of Exile 2, and I interspersed just, jokes all throughout that I thought was kind of funny. So kind of a jokey day. It's a second channel video. I hope it got a good laugh out of you. I hope it brightened your day a little bit. I'm pretty sure we're going to get some actual news on Path of Exile 2 0.5 update soon, but we won't get getting patch notes until May. So unfortunate. If you liked it, like the video, share it with your friends. Maybe it will make them laugh, and subscribe to the second channel for more content like this and stuff that's just completely different. If you want to watch some of that stuff, they're on screen right now.